Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Game Watch Live. How are you doing? Are you all right? Hope you're all well. Don't know how many people are going to be watching this game tonight. With it being Valentine's, I suppose you could always go out for a Valentine's meal after the game. Welcome to Friday night Premier League football. Brighton versus Chelsea. Two teams that are probably just off the boil a bit. Brighton certainly are. Chelsea are still in touch with the top four, but they're not playing the best football at the moment. I think that's fair to be said. So, talking about the two teams at the moment, the lineups are in. Both teams playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. So, we'll look at Brighton first. So, Brighton are starting off with Verbruggen in goal, and they've got a back four of Veltman, Van Heck, Webster, and Lamptey. Two holding midfielders are Baleba and Hinchelwood. Your attacking midfielders are Minte, Rutte, and Mitoma, and Welbeck will be up front. So it's 4-2-3-1 for Brighton. 4-2-3-1 for Chelsea as well. They're starting off with Jorgensen in goal. And they've got a back four of Gusto, Chalobah, Colwill and Cucurella. Caicedo and Fernandes will be the holders. Madueke, Palmer and Pedro Neto will be the ones who'll be looking to get forward. And Nkunku is the man up front. So that's the two teams, both playing the same formation. As we look at the leagues as they are at the moment, if I can just bring that up, just look at the tables. Chelsea in fourth on 43 points. And if we look at the last six games, they've lost 2, drawn 2 and won 2. So that's pretty inconsistent, really, isn't it? For a team that's in fourth position and hoping to secure a Champions League spot. If we look at Brighton, they've fell away a bit, but they've got the same record: drew 2, lost 2, won 2. They're down at 34 points, so they're 9 points behind Chelsea. Man City in the final European spot in fifth position, 41 points, 7 points away from Brighton. Brighton can't really afford to lose if they've got any ambitions of getting into one of those European spots. They'll be a long way behind with only a third of the season to go. It'll be a lot of making up to do when you think that Fulham are in good form at the moment, Bournemouth are in good form, and they're all above these two teams. They're above Brighton, so Brighton are on the periphery of it, but they're not in it at the moment. And that's the way it is for this game. Thanks to everyone who's joined us and who's watching so far. Hope you're all well. It's great to see you all here. If you're not a subscriber, then please do hit the subscribe button and the like button just to help the channel with the algorithm, YouTube and all that. I think we all know what that all means by now, don't we, with YouTube. We've got 10 minutes or so before kickoff, so if you want to join us in the live chat, please feel free to do so. We can discuss anything about this team, this game, the two teams, or anything else you've got on your mind. Let us know. Join in the chat. Looking at this game, Brighton at home. You know, I can't really call this. I'm Chelsea, not in the best of form. Brighton's not in the best of form. Brighton are at home, maybe just evens things out a bit. I can only see a draw, but I could see a 2-2 draw. So that would be the score that I would go for tonight, and I hope for, as a neutral, 4 goals, a 2-2 draw, would be a cracking game. So let's hope that's going to be the case. But if you've got any thoughts on what score you predict for this game, or if you've got any thoughts about the teams. Nkunku playing up front for Chelsea. He's He's going to have a hard job on his own there today. He's only scored 1 goal and 1 assist so far this season. Welbeck, we know how good he's been playing at the moment, so Brighton might have a slight edge up front there. Just my opinion. If you've got an opinion of your own, get it in the chat, let us know. We can discuss it before the game gets started. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you're not a subscriber. Just helps the channel push forward, as we always like to. It's good to see everybody who's in the channel at the moment ready for this game. It should be a good game. Hope you can stay with us for the rest of this live stream. And please feel free to get involved in the chat. It's always nice to see what people have got to say regarding this game, or anything you've got to say regarding the games at the weekend. You can always discuss those before the game gets started. You can always put your comments in during the game as well. I'll try to keep an eye on them while we're doing the live watch along. I think there's something wrong with my earphones. They're breaking up a bit the way last time I was using them. May have to invest in some more. Yeah, I can hear them breaking up now. Hopefully it'll be okay. What I shall do while I've got the opportunity is get the timer set up for this first half. Just bear with me a sec. I'll just get it set to 0 and then we're all ready to go. There we go. All ready to go. Anybody wants to get their comments in, can do so. We've still got 7 or 8 minutes for the kickoff. The teams are not in the tunnel yet, so it's like there's another game on, isn't there, in the Championship, the Derby QPR game. I'll keep you informed of the score of that as we go along through this evening. Plenty of sport on tonight. There's live golf, live football, live rugby league. Plenty to choose from today if you're a sports fan. That's if you're not out with the missus. I just have to have a quick drink. I've had a cough for weeks now and I just can't seem to shake it off in this cold weather. So every now and again I have to lubricate the old tonsils so my throat doesn't dry up and I start coughing again. Hopefully it won't spoil things too much for everybody. Join us in the chat if you want to. Live chat is available now for anybody who wants to put a score prediction in. I've already added mine as a 2-2 draw. What do you think to a 2-2 draw? Good for a neutral like myself, but if you're a supporter of Brighton or Chelsea, let us know what you think. Is your team going to beat it today? Brighton, Chelsea, you're all on the same sort of run in the last 6 games. 1-2, drawn 2, lost 2. Or does it matter to more? Does it matter to Chelsea more in 4th position? Or Brighton, who are still 7 points behind the last European qualification spot, but they'll still be looking ahead and still be thinking, well, they've got games left to be able to qualify. Looks like the teams are just lining up in the tunnel now, so we're not far off a kick-off. Just go through the teams again before the game gets kicked off. For Brighton, it's Verbruggen in goal, Veltman, Van Heck, Webster, Lamptey, Baleba, Hinchelwood, Minte, Rutte, Mitoma, and Welbeck. And for Chelsea, it's Jorgensen in goal, and it's Gusto, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandez, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Nkunku. So that's the two teams. If you're a Chelsea or a Brighton fan, are you happy with those two teams? Both of them playing a 4-2-3-1. So it's the same formation as the teams are just starting to move themselves out of the tunnel now. Not much interaction between the two teams. Being led out by the referee. Plenty of fireworks going off to entertain the crowd. Smoke drifting across the pitch. That'll soon clear. Brighton team just lining up with the mascots. It don't take that long to get through these preliminaries of handshakes and what have you. We'll soon be underway. Just going through the teams there. Danny Welbeck. What's the odds on him scoring tonight? And Nkunku, is he going to score? Jorgensen comes in goal. It's a bit of a change of goalkeepers. Most Chelsea fans would probably say it's about time as well, but what do you think? Let me know. Looking forward to seeing Cole Palmer. He's gone off the boil a bit just lately, but he's still a threat. I'm still yet to be convinced about Madueke as well. I still can't understand why they've got a left footer playing on the right wing, because it's so obvious that every time he gets the ball on the edge of the box, he's going to cut in on his left foot instead of taking it down the line and attacking the byline, getting his crosses in with his right foot. He can't do it. Must make it easy to defend against him, but we shall see. He's only a young kid, but you think the manager will be working on this. Two teams just milling about in their own halves at the moment. Just waiting for the kick-off. I don't know what the delay is, but there is one at the moment. Chelsea just getting into the huddle now. Brighton not bothered with the huddle. They're already in formation, ready to kick off. So we're not far away. Brighton kicking from left to right in this first half. They have the kick-off. Just waiting for the ref to give the all clear, and away we go. Brighton goes all the way back to Verbruggen, who's driven that one long. As Chalobah goes up, heads it away. It's headed straight back, but it's over everybody and goes all the way through to Jorgensen. He'll be happy to get a touch early on. Back with Jorgensen. Worked out to the right. Played down the line. Back to Jorgensen. He flicks it across to the left-hand side to Cucurella. He's immediately under pressure and has lost the ball. Neto gets it back to Cucurella and he hits it high in the air. Then it's headed out for a Chelsea throw just short of the halfway line. Neto's going to take it. Gives it to Cucurella, who gets a boo up for obvious reasons. Goes all the way across to the right. Chalobah gives it to his centre-back partner, Colwill. He comes across to Cucurella, who immediately gets booed again. Goes back to Colwill. Back to Cucurella. More boos. Into midfield. Played out to the right. Back to Colwill. Colwill goes left-footed down the left-hand side for Neto to chase. And he can get there. He'll just keep it in. And wins the throw right next to the corner flag on the Chelsea left. I guess Cucurella's gone over to take it because I can hear the boos before the camera even comes onto him. Takes it straight away. Goes down the line from Fernandes. It's going backwards to go forward. It's with Chalobah now. He's moving across to the right-hand side. Gives it to Madueke. Back on his left foot. Goes back to Chalobah. And then to Colwill on the halfway line in the centre circle. It's Gusto playing high up the pitch. But Madueke has it again. Goes back to Colwill. Cucurella, boos again. And eventually it goes all the way back to Jorgensen. He gives it to Colwill. Thought about going to Cucurella, changed his mind. Goes to Gusto. Gusto gives it to Jorgensen. They're squeezing out Brighton. Back to Jorgensen. And getting hemmed in right in their own corner flag. Goes down the line to Madueke. He tries to flick it inside. It's Gusto using his pace down that right-hand side. He's got away. Go to Palmer. Palmer has a shot with his left foot. And Cole Palmer's claiming that it was a corner, but it's high and wide of that right-hand post. I don't know whether the corner's been given. He was claiming it. It's well played by Gusto there. A lot of pace to spare. He's run 3/4 the length of the pitch and got it to Palmer, who's wasted a half. It's only half chance. He was well outside the box when he had his shot. Tried to pay it down the middle of Brighton, but they've given it away now. Colwill has it. Chalobah is having to go backwards though, is he? Goes into Gusto. It's Palmer. He turned Webster. Turned him once, turned him again. He's gone on his... Fell over it, Webster, on the edge of the box. Palmer laid it back, but it was behind everybody, and it's cleared for a throw to Chelsea on left-hand side, halfway inside the Brighton half. Cucurella takes it quickly. Goes to Colwill. Colwill goes across to Chalobah. Goes inside to Gusto. Gusto plays it out to Madueke on the right-hand side. It's got Lamptey. Gone round Lamptey. Webster comes across and puts it out for a throw to Chelsea. Goes all the way back to Colwill and then across to Cucurella. Rutter was quickly in on him, but still got the ball. Palmer laid it off. Caicedo's pass was blocked. And then the Brighton pass goes astray and it goes all the way through to Jorgensen. Caicedo goes across to Cucurella on the left. Back to Caicedo. All the way across to Madueke. Is he going to get that? No. There was a bit of curl on that and it took it behind Madueke and out for a throw. Comes across to Van Heck. Played inside to Rutter. He's under pressure. Loses the ball. Went down. No free kick. Van Heck clears it down the line. Cucurella is beaten to the ball. Minte beat him. So ball that's played out to Mitoma on the left-hand side. He's got a chance to come inside now. Into the box. Tries to go through two players. It was taken off him quite easily and cleared out to the halfway line. Van Hecker gets the ball from Verbruggen. Just short of the halfway line. Plays it inside. Poor one though. It's been taken away. Neto. He lost control of it and it goes all the way back to Verbruggen. Webster gives it to Hinchelwood. Back to Webster. Baleba gets it out to the left. Comes to Mitoma on the halfway line. Plays it inside. Welbeck goes down. Chelsea get the ball back. Slowed right down by Colwell. There's a run. Palmer. Right down the middle. The ball takes a bounce over the top of his head and skips through off the turf to Verbruggen. Verbruggen leaves it out to Webster. And that's poor. He laid it inside to Baleba. He tried to chip one over to the left-hand side. It went straight over the intended man and out for a throw. Possession back with Chelsea. Comes across to Colwell on the left-hand side. Cucurella. Rutter's immediately in on him. Gets it back to Cucurella, but he's facing his own goal and has to give it back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen gives it to Colwell. Cucurella gets it from Colwell. Gives it back to Colwell. Caicedo goes across to the right side to Chalobah. Gusto comes short for it. Goes back to Chalobah. Colwell. Down the left-hand side looking for the run of Neto. He's got a foot race against Minte. Minte takes it round him and brings it down. Caicedo went in hard on Welbeck. No foul given. It's out to the right side to Madueke. Gets it inside. It's cleared away by Webster. The cross. Madueke picks the ball up, but there's a foul given on Mitoma. Brighton get to relieve the pressure. %77% possession for Chelsea. Not surprising. That's Webster's going to take this free kick, but Brighton's slowing the pace of the game right down. Goes high. Rutter's beaten to the ball. There's a clash over on the right side. Then it was Madueke. Might have been Minte who's... Ball goes back to Colwell, gives it to Cucurella. Wonder how long it'll be before the crowd get fed up of booing Cucurella. And Caicedo's getting a few boos as well, again for the same reason that Cucurella is. Caicedo's got the ball. He's not getting so many boos as Cucurella is, though. Hinchelwood was quickly in there on Fernandez. Ball's back with Jorgensen again at his feet. Brighton have got a high line again. Jorgensen looking for an out ball, but he's going to have to go long. And he goes long and central. Neto can't win that one. Ball goes forward. Cleared by Minte. Then there's a foul on Rutter, this time by Cucurella. In fact, it was Minte who took it. Was Cucurella there? Rutter had gone past him and he brought Minte down. Free kick going to be taken by Van Heck. It's played short. Hinchelwood back to Van Heck. Van Heck then goes long. It's Minte against Cucurella. It's a foot race. See which one's going to win it. And Cucurella manages to stop it from going for a corner, but concedes the throw on the right-hand side. Given to Rutter. He flicks it inside for Minte. Cucurella's up challenging it again, and it's volleyed away, but not far. It's brought down by Palmer, but he's lost the ball. But the referee gives a belated offside, and Chelsea get the free kick. Goes down the right-hand side. Madueke's lost the ball. It's inside the way now. It's Welbeck. Can he chick it over? Oh, I think the goalkeeper... I could see what Welbeck was doing. He tried to open his body up onto his right foot to be able to just chip it over the keeper. But I think the keeper got a piece of it and conceded the corner. So see a higher... In fact, I think it was Caicedo who actually intercepted that as Welbeck tried to chip it over the keeper. Good defending by Caicedo. He seems to have found a bit of form now after a bit of an iffy start with Chelsea. It's the first corner. It's over on that left-hand side. It's going to be a left-footed away swinger. Minte is going to take it. Referee's just having a word with Van Heck and Cucurella for pushing or whatever, I guess. Van Heck towers over him as well. It's taken short. Played to Mitoma. Back to Minte. Tried to get a low cross in, but it's blocked at source and a second corner. Here it comes again. It's a deep one this time to the back post. Welbeck's there. Heads it. Got his head to it, but it's helped away. And it's down to Madueke now. It seemed to give up on that a bit too easy as Baleba took the ball off him and played it all the way back. He didn't fancy a run there. He didn't fancy having a chase and working for it there. It's poor commitment by Madueke, that. Van Heck plays the ball down the line. Welbeck. Ball goes up in the air. Colwell. He volleys it away. Neto tries to keep the header in, but he bounces out for a throw on the halfway line. It's a free kick, in fact. Coming up to the 15th minute, and it's It's been a bit neutral so far, is the word we're looking for. It's all the way back to Van Heck from the halfway line. I mean, why not play it forward? You've got no territory. Why concede all that territory, a full half? Webster gets it across to Van Heck. Coming down the right-hand side. Plays it inside. It's a low, poor pass that's caught out by Colwell. It comes back to Van Heck, and he's going to go all the way back to Verbruggen. He goes out to the left-hand side. Lamptey to Webster, I think that is. Interwood plays it inside. Well back. Throw goes to Brighton. And that goes back to Webster. Webster plays one into the middle for Rutte. He turns, moves left, gets it across to Lamptey. Lamptey's knocked over. Referee says play on, no foul. But then Caicedo loses it. Fernandez manages to tidy things up a bit. A clash. Hinchelwood and Madueke. I don't know whether the referee's given the foul or not there. Well, that was a foul, wasn't it? Lamptey was barged over there. That was a foul for Brighton. And how the referee never gave that, I do not know. That's the balls with Colwell. Given to Caicedo. 5 yards in front of him. Goes out to the right-hand side. Via Gusto. Goes back to Chalobah, then to Colwell. Cucurella's come short for it on the left and gets the ball. Neto back to Cucurella. And Brighton are certainly pushing right up. When Cucurella gets the ball, he's got nowhere to go but backwards. Jorgensen goes out to the right. It's played forward. Madueke lays it off. Did he keep it in? He did. It goes through to Madueke, who's got a chance to attack the box. To the edge of the box to Cole Palmer. And that's an awful attempt at goal. He was just inside the box. He had all of the left-hand side of the goal to aim at. And he opened his body up to be able to put it that side, but slashed it poorly wide. I think that's just an example of Palmer's form at the moment. Madueke was down needing treatment there. Yeah, it was just as Madueke played that cross in from the right hand side. You can see his hand go down to his thigh. Could be a hamstring gone here. Could be the last of Madueke. On a cold night like this, you can understand why hamstrings go. Substitutes warming up. Tuchel's there. As you would expect the England coach to be appearing at all grounds now with an international break not far away now. He's got to be watching all teams. So Ronald Koeman's there as well. I wonder who he's watching. Madueke looks like he's on his feet, but Looks like he's probably seen the last of Madueke today. Yeah, that's it. We can see him saying he's done. But Madueke's misfortune is Jadon Sancho's chance. Jadon Sancho has resurrected his career after getting away from Manchester United. Anyway, the eventual goal kick's taken, and we're back underway. Ball played long, looking for Mitoma. Mitoma gets the ball, though. He's fouled from behind. Is he by Caicedo? He is. Referee gives the free kick. Free kick's going to be taken by Van Heck. He goes across to Webster. Mitoma plays the ball back. Chelsea put the squeeze on. It's back with Verbruggen. Verbruggen goes long and high down the middle looking for Welbeck. He can't reach it. It's picked up by Caicedo. Played across to Colwell, then Cucurella. Colwell plays it inside. Gusto gets out to the right. Palmer tries to play Jadon Neto in. Neto's gone across to the... Lamptey manages to get his foot in. It's well defended. Yeah, I think Neto's gone across to the right and maybe Sancho's come across to the left-hand side. Caicedo. Cucurella. Sancho. Played across by Fernandes. Ball's calmly headed down by Webster, back to his keeper. And Verbruggen picks the ball up. And that's Van Heck who has the ball now, plays it into midfield. It's Rutte, manages to hold his man off, gets Mitoma away on the left-hand side. He's got a chance, he cuts inside, he goes down, it's no foul. It's well played by Gusto. And then he's given the ball away. Mitoma tries to control it, goes out for a throw, quickly taken by Brighton. It's Lamptey. Has to go all the way back. It'll be Webster. Webster gives it to Verbruggen. Excuse me. It's played inside. Chipped across to the left again. It's not the first time that Balib's done that. It's the second time. Given the possession straight back to Chelsea. And Caicedo. Fernandes gives it back to Caicedo. Cucurella's going to get it and he's going to get booed, and he does. Played inside and flicked down the left-hand side. Sancho's away into the box on the left. Cuts back on his right foot. Still going. Lays it onto the outside. But then that was Baleba managed to get a toe in. Out to the right-hand side again. It's Neto. Mitoma coming across to face him up. Plays it inside, gets it back, does Neto. Neto, again, on his left foot. Plays it across to Caicedo, more central. Gets a few boosters, Caicedo. Not as many as Cucurella. Goes out to Neto again on the right-hand side. Lamptey gets his foot in. Chelsea pick the loose ball back up again, though. Goes to Colwell in the centre circle. Cucurella. Sancho. Immediately held up. Minte again. It's well played. Rutter in the centre circle now, goes across to the left, trying to get Mitoma in, but it's cut out. Baleba this time plays out to the right hand side. Veltman's been forced backwards. Plays it to Van Heck, and he plays it across to Webster. Gets out to Lamptey on the left. Got a chance to make a bit of a run down that line, and he does do. Plays ball to Mitoma and goes back to Webster. Webster's going to go all the way back. It's not been the most exciting first 26 minutes. We haven't seen a lot of goal action at all. Another long ball that Mitoma's brought down beautifully. He's got a chance of a shot now, and that's a great goal. What a fantastic piece of skill. That was a long ball right over the top of his head for Mitoma, and he controlled it in an instant on his right foot, brought it inside his man, which opened the goal up, and then he hit a shot from just outside the box, past Jorgensen's left hand and into the bottom corner, and that's a great goal by Mitoma. Purely individual. It's from the keeper, from Verbruggen, and he brought it. That's great stuff. Brought it on his right foot. Let's see that again. It's over his head, and he sticks his right foot out and drags it back. And another touch to the right from Mitoma to take it round Chalobah, opens the goal up, and then he just, with his side foot, he just puts it into the corner. Goalkeeper does get a finger to it, but it deserved to go in, did that. That's a great goal. What the game needed as well. Needed a goal, because up till now it had been pretty boring, but that was a special piece of skill, was that? Welbeck lays it off. Rutter gets it out to the right-hand side. It's Minte. His cross is headed away. Baleba from 30 yards. It must be at least 30 yards. It's a weak left-footed shot. Just seeing that goal again. How he killed that. How did he control that? It's over his head. He had no right to be able to bring that down. Right on his top of his foot. Back inside on his instep. Can't blame Chalobah there. He was as tight as he could have been. It was just a fantastic piece of skill. Palmer now. Cucurella overlapping. Gets it. Gives it back to Palmer. To Chalobah. Back to Colwell. Caicedo swaps passes with, then that's Fernandez. Colwell has it now, gives it to Cucurella. This ball's going backwards though. Brighton are pushing Chelsea back. Driven long by Jorgensen. Sancho. Neto gets the ball now on the left-hand side. On his left foot, he has a shot, and it was a poor effort by Neto. I mean, the angle was against him. Two defenders right in front of him, and he sliced it, blazed it wide. Just look at that. Verbruggen just outside of his box. And when Mintoma brings it down, he's only 10 yards outside the box. That's how long a ball it was. Controlled it perfectly. That's got to be one of the goals of the season, that. 27th minute for Mitoma. I'm going through that over and over again, but it was such a good goal. Ball's played out to the right-hand side. Looking for Minty, but Cucurella's covering. He nods it straight back to his keeper. Fernandez out to the right-hand side looking for Neto. Can Neto get there, Lamptey? Lamptey beats him to it, but he concedes the corner. Corner that's going to be taken by Palmer by the looks of things. Guess it's going to be a left-footed in-swinger from Palmer. And it comes now near poster. It's headed away. It's played back in again. It's deflected. It's Neto. Did look like it was deflected, but the referee didn't see that. It was pretty obvious that was a corner, that. Yeah, it's off the back of Mitoma, that. Anyway, goal kick's taken here for Rutter on the centre circle. He's battling for the ball with Caicedo and fouls him. Free kick to Chelsea. Cucurella. Fernandez back to Cucurella. Goes across to Chalobah. Neto on the right-hand side, hugging the touchline. Comes in on his left foot now. Still got a man outside him. Is it Fernandez? Gives it inside. Comes back from Gusto. Colwell. Palmer. No, it's not Palmer. It's Gusto. Neto now. Nutmegs. Lamptey does his defensive duty well. Concedes the throw, but he's been solid as Lamptey so far. Neto's got the ball from the throw. Colwell. Cucurella. Chalobah goes across to the right-hand side. It's Fernandez. Held up. It's got to go back. Palmer. Palmer goes to Cucurella. And they're going backwards at Chelsea as Brighton squeeze them up. Cucurella. Fernandez plays a ball through. And Koku. Back to Fernandez. Fernandez goes to the halfway line. Colwell. Cucurella. Sancho goes back to Cucurella. Tries to play the ball down the line to Koku. He's been held up. As Fernandez gives it to Chalobah to Neto. Comes back inside. Tries to slip. Lamptey goes down. Nothing given. Given to Colwell. Caicedo. Cucurella puts a cross in to the back post. He must score, Neto. That's well defended. It opened up for him at the back post, and I think it was Webster who threw himself in front of the ball and managed to deflect it up, and then it was punched away by Verbruggen. But Chelsea still have the ball. Neto plays it inside. It's laid out by Nkunku. Crossed again to the back post, and it's headed in there at the back post by Fernandez. And it's a free kick, I think. I think it's going to be disallowed. I don't even know whether VAR will take a look at this. We can see it now as it's crossed into the back post. Was there a push? Yeah. Fernandez. See, Veltman's in front of him and he gives him a push. He just gives him a push in the back and Veltman threw himself to the floor. It was a foul, but Veltman made sure the referee noticed it and it's not a goal. And play goes on. Caicedo back to Chalobah, back to Jorgensen, goes long, free header from it. Webster gets it out to Mitoma, he lays it back to Lamptey. Lamptey's going to go back to Webster. Webster goes long for the run of Mitoma again. This time Gusto's covering Mitoma because he's got a lot of pace as Mitoma and he's a willing runner. Ball goes into Palmer, being forced back. Colwell, Cucurella gets the ball back. Does Cucurella goes back to Colwell. Colwell's got to go back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen goes out to the right to Chalobah. And Brighton have pushed right up on him now, and they've forced the error. Ball goes out for a throw on the left-hand side, halfway inside the Chelsea half for Brighton. Throw goes down the line. Mitoma plays it back down the line. Webster manages to keep it in. It's flicked on. Chalobah can clear it, but he's just given it away. Edge of the box. Rutter into the box on his left foot. Gets a cross in. Oh, it's almost an own goal. And can Brighton score now? And Brighton do score. And it's Minte. And it wasn't defended very well. On that 6-yard line, Chelsea just couldn't get it away. And at first we thought it was going to be put in by Welbeck. He laid it back to Minte, who just slotted it into the back of the neck. And see it again now. It was Rutter who attacked on that inside left position. He gets into the box, attacks that 6-yard box. And was Danny Welbeck offside? Danny Welbeck gives it to Minte. Minte takes it back on his left foot and then slots it in. And I'm sure VAR will have a look at that. It's very tight for Danny Welbeck whether he was offside or not when Rutter crossed it. VAR must be looking at that. I mean, Colwell almost changed it, turned it into his own net, and it was a good save by Jorgensen. He was on his backside. It's 2-0 they are looking at it. I thought they would have been looking at that, but obviously they're not. And that's a big lead for Brighton now. Neto has it. Gives it back to Palmer, to Chalobah, to Colwell. Again, they're going backwards, Chelsea. They don't know how to get around this press. Sancho goes back to Cucurella, but Cucurella's deep in his own half. Colwell's got the ball. He's even deeper, looking for a ball forward. Back to Cucurella. Again, it's played well in between them all. Fernandez, but he's been taken... Minte's fouled Fernandez. I was about to say he took the ball off him, but the referee gave the free kick. Probably right as well. Palmer has the ball now. He's not seen much of it today so far. He's got to get himself more involved. Gives it to Caicedo. Cucurella comes out to Sancho. But again, he's going to be forced back. And it goes to Colwell. Colwell's seen more of the ball than any Chelsea player, mostly in his own half. He's got it back again from Caicedo. Plays it through the middle. I think Coco was fouled there, but the referee allowed the advantage. Goes out to the right hand side. So Neto cuts back on his left hand side. Gusto. Oh, that's a great shot with his left foot. That can't have been far away from outside the edge of the box. We'll see it from behind. I bet that can't have been far away. A goalkeeper thought it was close. Oh, that's only half a yard wide, that of that top corner. Just looking at that goal again, I think the most important thing was Rutter's early cross. They weren't expecting it. I think they were expecting him to take it a yard or two closer to that dead ball line, then put the cross in. But he hit it earlier, and it caught them all by surprise. As Baleba fouls Cucurella in the middle of the field, free kick to Chelsea. Goes out to the right to Neto. He's got a chance to attack Lamptey down that right hand side there, but he cuts back inside. Gives it to Gusto. It comes across to Caicedo. Cucurella. Cucurella gives it to Sancho. Sancho's held up by Minte. And then Rutter, who's dropped back. Caicedo. Working hard, Rutter. Lost the ball there. Oh, that's a terrible foul by Caicedo. He's going to get a booking for that. And he does. It's Mitoma who was fouled there. He's had a real good first half. Firstly, he was almost took out by Gusto and then was taken out by Caicedo. Caicedo gets the booking. Mitoma's all right. He's going to get to his feet. Free kick is played by Veltman across to Lamptey, who's pushed forward, but he's had to go back. Goes back by Van Heck. Given to Verbruggen, who drives it long. Rutter tries to get a header in, but he's beaten to it by Colwell. And Chalobah goes across to the right-hand side to Neto on the right again. Held up by Mitoma, has to come back. And that's Nkunku who's coming across to Caicedo, to Sancho on the left, cuts inside, goes round into this time, plays it inside. Fernandez tries to get it back, but it's Baleba who gets the ball and clears it to touch. Fernandez wins the throw, taken quickly by Cucurella. Caicedo, Cucurella, Caicedo. Fernandez goes across to the right, played across to Cole Palmer. He gives it back to Caicedo. Quickly across to the left-hand side to Sancho now. Goes inside Minte again. Minte sticks to his job. Gets a toe in. Fernandez keeps the ball in play. Gives it to Caicedo. Gusto tries to get Neto in, but he's not going to reach that one. And that one skips away for a goal kick. Brighton just slowed this game down with just the added time. They'll be happy to go in 2-0 in lead. It's 4 minutes added time. Ball goes all the way back to Jorgensen. Comes across to Cucurella. He has to go back. Cucurella's flattened by Rutte. Free kick given, no more than just a free kick. Rutter's been quite physical with Cucurella. I've been watching him as he's barged into him a few times when he's had to face him up. Still on the edge of the box for Colwell. Nowhere to go except back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen goes across to Chalobah on the right. It goes down the line. Back to Chalobah. Back to Jorgensen. Oh, I thought he was going to go across the goal there after it had been cut off. It's a dangerous ball into Colwell. Colwell gets out though to Cucurella. Played inside by Sancho to Cucurella. Throw goes to Chelsea. Fernandes plays the ball inside to Palmer. Gets it back, does Fernandes. It's Caicedo now. Gets the ball out to the left to Cucurella, who's overlapping. Goes to Sanchez, who was even further forward, so far in forward that he was offside. A lot of talking going on those Brighton benches there, but they're going to be very happy with what they've seen so far in this first half. Ball goes long, looking for Welbeck. He's beaten to it. Comes to Sancho. He gives it back to Caicedo. He gives it to Chalobah, striding forward and across to the right. Gives it to Palmer. Comes inside. Caicedo, I think it is. Gusto. Chalobah goes out to Neto there. Neto comes inside, looks to go long and left, but it's well dealt with by Minty there, just calmly heads it back to his keeper. And Verbruggen waits before picking it up. Van Hecker goes long. Easy header in midfield to Caicedo. Sancho again now on the left, got a chance to attack the box, which he is doing, but is prod inside, is intercepted by Baleba at the expense of a corner, which Fernandes is going to take quickly, knowing that it's only 45 seconds of this half to go. Right-footed in-swinger from Fernandes. It's played out by Veltman. Another corner. Have they got a chance to take it? Just a few seconds left. Fernandes is going to take it quickly, which he does. He gives it to Palmer. Palmer goes out to Gusto. Gusto across. Caicedo chips the ball in. It's headed away. And Minter helps it on its way even further to the halfway line where the referee brings it to a half. And Brighton are going to be very happy with that. 2-0 half-time lead. They've dominated the game, really. I don't think that Chelsea have had a shot on target yet. And we've seen one goal of the season from Mitoma. So let us know what you think. Half-time, chance to get your comments in. What do you think of that goal? What a goal that was. That's going to grace any Premier League game from any team. But it was a cracking goal. Let's have a look at the match stats as it is so far then. Yeah, see, Chelsea have had 72.5% of the possession, but done nothing with it. Expected goals, well, about the same, 0.43 to Brighton, 0.41 to Chelsea, but they haven't looked like scoring. As far as the attack goes, well, it's been 4 shots and 2 goals for Brighton, and 6 shots and no goals for Chelsea. And that would be because, obviously, Brighton have had 2 on target, and Chelsea haven't had a zip. Shots off target 5. Tells you everything. Blocked shots 1. Expected goals from open play 0.39 for both sides. Defensively, I think you would see that. Yeah, it shows that Chelsea have had more of the ball, because total tackles defensive tackles that Brighton have had to perform is 11, as compared to Chelsea's 9. So the total passes shows it 139 for Brighton to Chelsea's 369. So, it's almost 3 times as many. Accurate passes 106 to 341. But this is a significant stat, and that's the backward passes. Now, Brighton have gone backwards 27 times. Chelsea have gone backwards 63 times, and that's a symptom of Brighton's high line, high press. And again, we can see that Brighton's tactics have been to hit Chelsea on the break, because total long balls from Brighton has been 26. So that's a look at some of the stats as they are. I mean, let me know what you think. See anything of significance in that? If Brighton wins this, then they will go up to 8th position, only 4 points behind Man City in the last European qualification place, having played a game more, but, resurrects Brighton's season to some degree. So, what do you think? Interesting game that was brightened up at half time, 30 minutes, by that goal from Mitoma. We haven't seen a better goal than that in a long time. Let me know what you think about that goal if you saw it. What do you think about that second goal? I thought that VAR might have looked at that. Probably they did. But I thought that Welbeck may have just been a fraction offside, but no. They didn't seem like they were going to check it. And there was no on-screen information saying VAR check or anything. No delay in the game. But there must have been close. It must have been close enough to have a look, and they didn't, which was surprising. So there we are. 0.5, half time, 2-0 to Brighton. We've got the 10 minutes now to be able to discuss the game. If you want to get involved in the live chat, now's your chance. Let us know what you think. If you're not a subscriber, then please do just pop across and hit the subscribe button and the like as well, just to help the channel grow a bit more. I always like to see a couple more subscribers where we can. Be nice to see you all there. If you can join us on Sunday for the game between, what is it? It's, I forget already. I think it's Tottenham and Manchester United, is it? Sure it is. That should be a good game, that. So if you can join us for that, it's I think it's a 4:30 kickoff. I'll just have a look. February fixtures. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's a 4:30 kickoff. The Tottenham Manchester United game. So we'll be live streaming that. So if you can join us for a live watch along, please do. We'll start about 4:15 and go all the way through till the game's over with. Be nice to see you there if you can join us Sunday. I guess everyone's out tonight, having romantic lunches with the wives and girlfriends or the boyfriends. Just wonder whether Chelsea will make any substitutions at half time. Do you think, as a Chelsea fan, would you make any substitution at half time? They've looked a bit toothless at times of Chelsea because of the high press of Brighton. I think that's what Gary Neville's going on about here now on the TV. How Brighton have won the ball back in some good positions high up the pitch. And that's what led to the second goal. And Minte scored that second goal. He had to wait for the ball back from. Yeah, that's got to be close. That they're just looking at the offside there. I can't believe it wasn't checked. It was that close. Minte had to wait for the ball to come back from Welbeck, and then he actually had to take it round the man who was sliding in, thinking that Minte was going to hit it first time. He didn't. He took it to the side of the man sliding in and just slotted it home. So it was a composed finish by Minte. There's no surprise that they keep showing that goal from Mitoma. That was a cracking goal, one of the best goals I've seen this season for individual. I mean, it was all Route 1, but what he did when that ball came over his head was sensational. It was a great goal. What do you think? Let me know. Get involved with the chat. You've still got time. The game's not kicked off yet. We're still waiting for the players to come out for the second half. So would you make any changes for Chelsea? Would you change tactics? They've allowed themselves to be pushed back, but they have, as far as I can see, they have found space down the wings. They just need to get it there quicker. They're a bit slow. They've slowed the play down at times, and that's allowed Brighton to push onto them. They've got to move the ball quicker. Pass and move. And Chelsea can do that. They've got to get Cole Palmer involved in it some more. He's had a couple of half chances that he's missed badly, and he looks like he's out of form at the moment, which isn't good for England with these international games coming up soon. But Thomas Tuchel's there's watching, and if he feels that Palmer's not worth his weight in the team, he won't pick him. You know what Thomas Tuchel's like. Just get me timer set up for the second half, guys. Just bear with me a sec. Second half timer. There we go. Just reset it to 0. And there we go. All ready for the second half. Well, it's 2-0 at half time. Does anybody want to have a guess at a final score? I said I couldn't separate these. 2-2 was my final prediction. Still could be. I mean, it all depends on what Chelsea team comes out for that second half, their attitude to the game, whether the managers are giving them a right rollicking or not. I still think 2-2 could be on the cards. But what do you think? Do you think that Brighton are going to go on and win this now? You would expect them to, wouldn't you? There'll be no need for them to change their tactics. It's worked so far. But I expect the Chelsea manager to be telling them to get the ball wide quicker. Move the ball quicker. Create chances by moving the ball quicker. It tells you how Chelsea have been with the amount of back passes that they've had so far. Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. If you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button and the like button. And of course, a notification bell if you don't want to miss further live watch-alongs. Excuse me while I have a drink. That tastes nice. Nobody dare put a prediction in. No one got anything to say regarding predictions. Give us a prediction score. What do you think? What do you think? Don't worry, if it's something ridiculous, we'll only laugh at you. Turn that ticker off for a bit. There. Give you all a break from that. If you want to subscribe, you can. QPR and Derby. And QPR are winning this one 2-0. And their first goal was a cracker from the edge of the box as well, a right-footed curler. Last chance to join in the chat before the second half gets underway. We're only a couple of minutes away from it now. Chelsea did have a goal disallowed for a push. And Fernandes did push Veltman in the back, but Veltman went down like he'd been shot by a sniper. And the referee bought it. It was a foul, but the referee bought it. Chelsea to kick off this second half. Doesn't look like there's been any substitutions as far as I know. Chelsea kicking from left to right in this second half. We are underway. No substitutions at all. Ball comes across to Caicedo. Gusto goes into the centre to Colwell again. Across to the left to Cucurella. Sancho back to Cucurella. Chelsea begin the second half as they started the first, going backwards. Caldwell tries to pull the ball forward. It hits Danny Welbeck, goes high in the air. Handed away by Baleba. It's picked up by Caicedo. It's given to Neto. And there's a foul. That's Baleba. He's fouled Gusto. I think that is who's gone down there. Yeah, it's Gusto. Yeah, he wins the ball there. Gusto goes down holding his shin. And if anything, maybe Baleba just caught him on the toe end, but certainly not the ribs or the shin. But here's a free kick to Chelsea on this right-hand side. Fernandes and Palmer as well. Who's it going to be? Fernandes gets the ball in. It's a free header. It's Caldwell. I thought he was offside, and he was offside. Free kick's given. There's three of them offside. You could see that. How come they can't see it? There's Chalobah. Chalobah gets the ball back. Just drifting across to the right. Gets it to Neto. Neto gives him it back. Caldwell goes across to Cucurella, who immediately gets the blues. Long ball across the right, looking for Neto. It's headed out by Lamptey, though. Danny Welbeck. Ball's taken off him, though. It's Gusto. Gives it to Caicedo. It's Fernandes. Palmer. It's crowded out, though. His pass goes astray. Cucurella under pressure. Has to go deep back inside to his own half. Palmer has the ball again now. Gives it to Sancho. Sancho gets a ball back, but Mintze's there with him. Mintze comes away with the ball. Mintze under a lot of pressure, though. Sancho given away. Fernandes goes down. No free kick given, but the ball's played out. I think that's Veltman. I can see what happens there. Maybe just caught him on the nose, but there's nothing in that. Nothing for Fernandes to go down for that long. Ball was sportingly put out by Brighton. They'll get the ball back. Chelsea didn't give him it back. Well, that's a surprise. The crowd didn't like that. Chalobah, Gusto, back to Chalobah. To Cucurella. Caicedo loses the ball. Mitoma gets in there. Ball played forward by Webster's cut out, but Baleba tidies it up, comes up to Lamptey. Lamptey goes down the line for Mitoma, held up by Chalobah. To Lamptey. Inchelwood. Baleba goes back to Webster. Webster goes all the way back to goalkeeper Verbruggen. Gets it back. There's Webster. Plays it into the middle. And Chalobah fouled Danny Welbeck from behind. Free kick just short of the halfway line central. Goes across to the right-hand side. Can Cucurella get in? No, he can't. Mintz has beaten to it, but he's held him up on the edge of the box. Comes inside on his left foot. Edge of the box, it goes to Rutter. And Rutter's leaning back as he hits his shot from the edge of the box, and it's well over the bar. Ball's played into the middle. Fernandez, Cucurella's get even louder boos now. I thought they'd have given up by now. Played inside. Given away though. And picked up again. Sancho and Cuckoo. Played inside. It's behind Palmer. It hits him on the heels and is cleared. But only to Cucurella. Caicedo central. Across to Chalobah. Just drifting forward. Gives it to Neto out on this right-hand side. Goes back to Palmer. Palmer drags it inside. And Chilwood fouled him as he went past him. Free kick given. Caicedo. Back to Caicedo. Cucurella. Boos again. Fernandez comes inside on his right foot. Goes to Chalobah. Chalobah's got Neto on the... No, it's Gusto on the right-hand side. Neto tries to go on the outside. Give Gusto a ball, but it goes all the way across to Cucurella. Chalobah chips one forward, looking for the run. Lamptey challenges for it. It's cleared, but only as far as Gusto. It goes back to Chalobah. Across to Caicedo. Cucurella. Sancho. Cucurella running down the line, gets it back. Gives it back to Sancho. Inside to Fernandez. Chipped forward, looking for Nkoku. It's cleared away. On as far as Fernandez, though. Bit of pressure on now for Chelsea. It's played into the middle of the box. Webster heads it away. Cucurella picks it up on the left-hand side. Back to Sancho. Cucurella. Colwell. Caicedo gets it out to Sancho again. Cucurella overlapping. And that was Rutter who went with him, conceded the corner to Chelsea. Just taken short to the edge of the box to Cole Palmer. Given back to Fernandez. He plays into the box, but on the 6-yard box, Verbruggen catches it. Goes out to the right. Van Heck, he turns and gives it back to Verbruggen, and Verbruggen drives it long. Rutter gets it, plays it to the right-hand side. Lead back. Goes even further back. Van Heck comes across to Webster. Lamptey will have it. Lamptey gets it. Mitoma plays it inside straight away. Gets it back, does Mitoma. Webster plays it inside Baleba. And then it goes all the way back to Verbruggen. Verbruggen across to Lamptey under pressure from Neto. Lamptey being forced backwards. A couple of step overs and then manages to turn and get it forward. Well played, Danny Welbeck. Being held. Foul given. Chalobah was holding there, concedes a free kick. Webster Long down the left-hand side. Easily beaten to it by Gusto. Baleba goes up for it. Webster heads it further on. Halfway line, it's brought down by Caicedo. Gusto has it now. Gets the throw off Mitoma. Goes back to Chalobah. He goes all the way to his edge of his box to Colwell, who moves it further across to the far side to Cucurella. Inside to Caicedo, back to Colwell. Colwell goes back to his goalkeeper. It's played inside. That's Gusto into centre midfield. Laid forward to Fernandez. Immediately goes out to Cucurella. Cucurella goes down the line to Nkuku. He tries to get his cross in, but it's blocked. And then Veltman, he cleans things up at the expense of a corner, though, which is going to be taken quickly. It's been dragged over there. Chelsea just stepping up the pace here. Fernandez is going to take it right-footed in swinger from that left-hand side. And it comes now. Near post, headed away. Up in the air. Mitoma helps it further on. It's won back by Palmer. On the edge of the box. Gets it out to the right-hand side. Neto. On left-hand, gets it away. Headed in. Away by Van Hecke. Then there's a foul by Gusto on the edge of the Brighton box on Rutte. Both men down. Brighton will be happy with that. Rutte knew he was coming and just took a glance at him and stood in front of him and allowed him to be barged over. Chelsea warming some subs up now. Probably about time as well. 57.5 minutes gone. You're not missing anything yet. There's just treatment for the two players who are down. Didn't look. It's just looks like Enzo's come out the worst. He's still down. I think Rutter's up and gone, but he's still down, and he's the one who committed the foul. Maybe a bit of a rib problem. Looks like Reece James is maybe going to be coming on. Just a hip problem for Augusto. Left hip. Reece James definitely coming on. That's maybe Gusto is going off. Holding that left hip. Can be painful, those bruised hips. Free kick's taken. Webster has it. He plays it inside. Hinchelwood goes out to Van Hecke. Gets it back, does Hinchelwood. He gives it to Webster on the left-hand side. Plays it inside to Mitoma. Mitoma immediately tries to get it down the line to Lamptey, who had made his run, and it was only a yard in front of him and rolls out for a throw. But he was away, was Lamptey, with no one in front of him if it had gone to him. Ball goes all the way back. Cleared away by Jorgensen. Cucurella's going to pick the ball up, plays it into midfield to Palmer. Palmer slips and loses the ball. Lamptey gets it and slides it all the way back to his keeper, Verbruggen. Verbruggen gets it away. Lamptey wins the header. Mitoma flicks it round Gusto and plays it inside immediately. It's cut out by Chalobah. But then he's robbed by Baleba. Baleba has a shot. It's blocked. It's picked up by Mitoma's got an overlap there. Want the best of balls to Lamptey. Lamptey gets a cross in, but it's easily cut out. And Gusto has the ball, plays it inside to Neto, to Palmer. Palmer gives it back to Neto on this right-hand side, trying to get away, but there's two of them with him. Webster was one, and Webster wins the ball. Baleba has it. Twisting and turning, gives it to Mitoma. Lamptey. Ball goes into midfield. Rutter wins the ball. It's well played by Rutter. He's got a bit of space to get the ball out to the right-hand side, and he does. It's Veltman. Veltman's been forced backwards, though. And then eventually Van Heck goes all the way back to Verbruggen. Verbruggen plays it inside. It's Hinchelwood. Hinchelwood gives it back to Verbruggen, who gives it straight away to Webster. Webster's under a bit of pressure. It's well played by Baleba. Gets Lamptey away down this left-hand side. He's got Mitoma in support. Mitoma's got the ball. He's got Neto in front of him. Gives it back to Lamptey. Gets the ball back. Lamptey plays it into midfield. Webster to Van Hekke. Van Hekke's going to go all the way back to his keeper Verbruggen. Verbruggen plays it into midfield looking for Rutter. It's well played. Flicks it off and then runs on the corner to get the ball back and then sets Mitoma away on this inside left position. He cuts inside on his right foot, tries to play a ball inside. It's deflected away. Caldwell gives the ball away. Now Minte on the left-hand side. Welbeck's got it. Back to Minte. He's got a chance to cross it on his left foot. Can he score? Yes, he can. He squeezes it in that near post and Brighton are 3-0 up. And what a game Minte's had as well. Minte and Welbeck get it together again to set up a third goal. Just hold on for a VAR check there. Just see what happens again here. Caldwell gave the ball away. It's given to Minte there. Maybe they were looking for the foul there, but nothing in that. Yeah, Minte is well onside. Cuts inside Cucurella and then fires it inside the near post. Cucurella has allowed him to go past him too easy, and that will be 3-0. Minte cuts inside, gives it to Welbeck. Welbeck just plays a little ball down the channel for him. He cuts inside. I think it does get a slight deflection, but he's so close to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't have a chance to react. And it's Cucurella there who just allowed him to come inside so easy. And Chelsea now are out of this. That's kicking off on the pitch a bit there. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on. Lamptey don't want to get involved. He's far too short. Fernandez, they say, got a booking, but he's going off now. And he's given the captain's armband to Reece James, who's gone on. Enzo is staying on. Reece James is on. I don't know he's gone. It's maybe come on for Gusto. Neto's going off as well. So 3 substitutions for Chelsea. And the big cheer from the crowd as Dewsbury Hall comes on for Caicedo. Gusto has gone off for James and George has come on for Neto. It's the last throw of the dice, you would think. And the crowd say, what a waste of money for Caicedo. And Cucurella still on, so he'll get the bird from the crowd. Comes across to Chalobah, gives it inside. There's Palmer under pressure. Caldwell now gets the ball from Chalobah, gives it to Cucurella, but they're still deep in their own half. Chalobah creates a bit of space for himself, but there's no one who wants it. Foul there from the Baleba. Free kick given. Palmer has it. Palmer going forward now. Running with the ball for a change. George has the ball now. Played inside. And Koku had time to turn there, but he chose not to. Gave out to Palmer. George makes a run. Can't get it back. Palmer goes into the centre. Dewsbury Hall dummies it, and it just goes through to Mitoma, to Minte. Minte running forward again. Not going to get the ball this time. Still no shots on target from Chelsea after all the possession that they've had in both halves. George held up by Lamptey. Lamptey snapping at the heels. Cole Palmer. Hinchelwood. Palmer gets it out to the right hand side. Sancho wins the corner. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Reece James is going to take this one. Near post one. Headed away at the near post. Hinchelwood was up. Headed back inside. Dewsbury Hall. So, and Kunku has gone down in the box, holding his middle of his back. There's no appeal for a penalty. There's going to be no check. Chalobah. Caldwell goes across to Cucurella. Cucurella's got Sancho outside of him, gets him the ball. Minte's facing him up, played inside. And Kunku played inside to Sancho, had made the run. Verbruggen blocked his attempted cross. Then the ball went out. Don't know if it's given us a corner or not. Some complaints from the Chelsea lads. Verbruggen's going to get the ball, so... Rutter battling for the ball. Gets it now. Hinchelwood gets it to Webster. Webster goes across to the right side. Waiting for the ball to come down. Cucurella's going to win the header. Man down. That Rutter again. He's taken a few bangs as Rutter because the balls that have been played up have been aimed at him. Did he get got a knee on the back of the head from Caldwell? Purely accidental, but you can understand why he went down. Cucurella gets booed again. Jorgensen gets it to Chalobah. Palmer dropping deep, looking for the ball. Goes back to Jorgensen. That's a tight one, is that? Oh, it's given away. And Cuckoo actually does well to get the ball on the halfway line before it's intercepted. But at this moment, Brighton are all over Chelsea. Wherever they get the ball, they're getting no time on it. Even Fernandez has got to go backwards. Ball goes long. He must have been offside there, George. He's picked the ball up, but it looks offside. The play goes on. It goes round Lamptey. And he has a shot that's blocked by Webster. Should have actually been playing it across the goal, but I think he was going for glory at the near post. Palmer takes the corner quickly, gets it back, crosses it. It's headed away. Corner. Palmer again, left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. There's got to be some quality on this, and there isn't. Doesn't him beat the man on the near post. Palmer gets it again. He's going to cross it again. He's going to take on his man. Still trying to get to the byline. Kicks back. Tries to put it across and it's blocked. And it's hoisted to the back post there. I think Minty gets a bit of header on it. It's chapped back in by Sancho. Hinchelwood heads it away. Mitoma. And they've got a chance now. Mitoma on the way. Inside left. He's got men in front of him. He's got Welbeck supporting him. There's no one coming to cover him. The shot is straight at Jorgensen. Great chance. No one went to actually challenge him. It just, everybody stayed out to the right hand side looking for the pass to Welbeck, and he kept going further and further forward. And in the end, he got too close to the goalkeeper to be able to beat him with any sort of angle, and he hit it straight at the keeper. And just looking at that again there, look, they're not coming to him, not coming. It's still open. Dewsbury Hollow didn't want to come across. I don't know why he didn't come to. I just couldn't understand that. That was. In the end, he got so close to. He almost on the 6-yard box before he had the shot, and the angle was no good then. Rutter's going off now. He's had a good game. He's put in a lot of hard work, and he's created a couple of goals. And Hinchelwood's going off as well. So Gomez comes on, and João Pedro comes on. Hinchelwood and Rutter go off. Just 16 and a half minutes to go. Jorgensen has the ball. Played short, goes out to Chalobah. He's going to have to go back to Jorgensen. There's nowhere else to go. He's going to have to drive this long. Oh, and he's played it straight across the goal. Oh, what was that? João Pedro, the ball went straight to him on the edge of the box, and he virtually had 3/4 of an open goal. And he was leaning back as he hit that, and it was way over the bar. Probably a bit too early for him. I mean, when you say way over the bar, it was way over the bar. That was awful by Jorgen. All he had to do was just roll it along the ground inside the far post, and it would have been 4. These goalkeepers who can't play the ball out, just don't do it. Just drive it long. That's George on the right-hand side now. Plays it inside. Palmer now turns, is challenged by Mitoma, and the foul is given. It's been picked up on the left-hand side now. Goes out to Sancho. Minte is fouled by Cucurella. Free kick's taken, goes back to Verbruggen. Webster gives it to Verbruggen again. He's going to go long. It's not a good one, though. It's a low one. It's headed back inside and then picked up by Brighton. Lamptey on the left. Goes down the line. It's João Pedro now. He's been forced backwards, though, by Chalobah, who comes inside, though. It's a foul on Pedro, though. Excuse me. Ball goes long to Mitoma. It's picked up by Welbeck and given back to Mitoma on the left. Got a chance to attack that box, but he decides to check and go back. Lamptey, handball there. Giorgio handballed it. Free kick given on the left-hand side, close to the touchline for Brighton. Chance to swing one in here. Looks like it's Minty who's going to take this left-footed, being a away swinger from the goalkeeper. And it comes now. It's into the 6-yard box. It's headed. It's João Pedro as well. That's 2 chances he's had in the first 5 minutes he's been on. Free header at the near post and he headed it over the bar. Got some good power in it, but just too high. Ball's driven long. Halfway line, it's won by Van Heck. Cucurella, usual booze. Jusby Hall plays the ball out and it's going to be a throw to Brighton. And you just can't see them getting back into it with 12 minutes to go. They've been thoroughly outplayed, if the truth be known. Brighton have found themselves a bit of form. Throw goes all the way back to Verbruggen. He moves it to Webster on the left-hand side. Webster slips as he clears the ball long. Looking for Welbeck, but he doesn't win that. Baleba is looking for a ball with the outside of his left foot, looking to get Minte in, but Cucurella picked the ball up. Gets the ball back from Jorgensen. It's played into the middle. Brighton are snapping at the heels and win the ball back, but Chelsea have won it back now. And still Chelsea, after all the possession, they've had 71%, have not had a shot on target. And that's another misplaced pass. Mitoma goes down, nothing given. Reece James get the ball out to the right-hand side. George, his first time pass is headed away. First time cross, shall I say. Baleba volleys it away. Picked up halfway inside the Brighton half again. Fernandes plays it inside to Palmer. There's 2 of them on him, and they take it away from him eventually. Bit too easily, if the truth be known. And then Pedro wins the foul. Lamptey lays the ball back. It's played up into the air. Pedro Baleba goes high and right And Minty's pace is going to beat Cucurella to the ball, but then Minty was offside. Minty and Cucurella have a few pushes. Minty gets a yellow card for it. It's Fernandez now. Cucurella. Chalobah now on the right. Played inside. Chalobah goes back. Caldwell. Fernandez tries to play a ball through. It's easily intercepted by Lamptey. He lays it out to Mitoma. He gets a ball out to the right-hand side. Sancho picks the ball up though. It's a loose pass, gives it back to Cucurella. He plays the ball inside to Dewsbury Hall. That's given away to Pedro. He tries to beat one man too many and the ball was taken off him. And Chelsea come again. Fernandez. Fernandez gets the ball back, goes across to the left to Cucurella. Fernandez in support, gets it back. Played into Cole Palmer, easily robbed by Balaba. Balaba still with the ball, still battling for it. Gives it to Mitoma on the left-hand side. He plays it inside to Welbeck. Goes all the way back to Webster on the halfway line. Webster's fouled by Cole Palmer. Free kick. Chelsea fans beginning to drift away. With 7 minutes to go, they're not going to get anything out of this game and they're going to get away early. There's another substitution as Danny Welbeck comes off. He's led the line well as Danny Welbeck. Been involved in 2 of the goals. Gets a good round of applause. Good round of applause from the crowd. It looks like Balaba's going off as well to be replaced by Ayari. Welbeck is replaced by O'Reilly. Free kick. Goes all the way back. Van Heck comes across to left to Webster. Webster plays it inside, gets it back. There's Webster. He's going to go left-footed down the line for the run of Pedro. Goes past his man. Chalobah's got a chance to cross it. Cuts back inside on his right foot on the edge of the box. Drifting out towards the edge of the box. Played inside, but that's well offside. Is it the post there, Veltman? But it must have been well offside. Ball's given again. Chelsea giving it away on the edge of their own box. It went to Ayari. Maybe a bit too soon since he's only just come on and he's sliced his shot over the bar. Yeah, it's close, wasn't it? I thought it was well offside. But the ball just bounced up from it. He couldn't get it down and he side-footed it into the post. I think maybe the keeper got a piece of that. Yeah, the keeper actually made himself big and it hit him and hit the post. Else it would have been 4. High ball forward. Van Hecker wings it. Mitoma to Lamptey. Webster plays it forward to Lamptey. To Mitoma. Cucurella. Less than 5 minutes to go. Cucurella. Ball's played forward. It's headed away. Flicked forward. Mitoma battling for it. Caldwell has to play it all the way back to his keeper. Caldwell comes short for it. Across to Cucurella. Fernandez. Ball played forward. Going towards the edge of the box is Nkunku. Cucurella is overlapped. He plays the ball in. There's nobody there. It's behind everybody. It's cleared away, but it's picked up on the middle, halfway inside the Brighton half, and it's spread out to the right-hand side again to George. He has to come back inside. It's Fernandez again. Gives it to Chalobah. And he has to go all the way back to Caldwell in his own half. Spreads it across to Cucurella. Inside to Fernandez. That's played on his outside of his right foot for George, who's in. Got a chance to cross it. He does. I don't know if Verbruggen saved it there. Everybody's congratulating Verbruggen for a good save at the near post. George pulls the ball back now. Just see. It was almost an own goal. Hit his left leg and deflected past the post. Verbruggen there. Saved an own goal. Palmer goes back post, but it's too much curl on it. And whoever's at the back post there can't catch up with it, and it goes out for a goal kick. And Palmer's cutting a frustrated figure there from the player that we saw early in the season, who was lighting up all the grounds. He's looking at half the player that he was. Verbruggen's going to take this long goal kick. Goes down the right-hand side. Heads are up. It's won by Fernandez. Goes forward. Cucurella for a second time. Chipped down the left. Offside. Dewsbury Hall. Substitution. What a game he's had. Minte is going off. Getting a big round of applause. He's had a fine game as Minte is. He's played really well. And, of course, scored 2 goals. Into the last minute, Adingra comes on for Minte. Last minute plus whatever stoppage time there may be. Ball goes forward again. Mitoma. It's headed out. Reece James heads the ball out. Throw to Brighton. Brighton in no hurry to take this. Lamptey strolling up to take the throw. Lamptey goes backwards to Webster on the halfway line. He's going to chip it forward down the left-hand side. It's headed away again. George can't keep it in, and it's a throw in of exactly the same place again for Lamptey to take. All the way back to Webster. Six minutes added time. Well, it's Pedro in the centre there. Ball comes out to the left. Lamptey is going to go back to Webster. Webster goes long and right. There's no Minty there anymore. I guess that's a Dingra. Cucurella heads the ball out. Throw. Ball's right in that corner. So Riley, he thought he'd won a corner, but he hasn't. It's been given as a goal kick. Chalabar tries to lay it out to the right side to George. Mitoma wins the man of the match for Brighton. Not just for that superb goal that he scored, but his overall work, and could have had maybe a couple himself as well. Comes out to the right to George, and a lot of space on this right hand side. Lamptey comes across now to cover him. He's got to attack that byline, then gets his cross in. It's cleared away at the near post by Webster. It's played up to the left hand side, looking for Pedro, but it's too straight, and Chalabar picks the ball up, and I'm going to say they can get Chelsea going again, but they've not really got going throughout this full game. Cucurella, Fernandez, back to Chalabar. Chalabar's going to go back to Jorgensen. Thanks to everybody who's watched the channel today. I hope you've enjoyed this live watch along. I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and the like notification bell before you leave. Just helps the channel grow, and that algorithm, the dreaded algorithm, there's a shot there from Lamptey that he slices it wide of that right hand post. Cucurella has the ball now. Chalabar slips, but he gets the ball to Palmer. Palmer gives it back to him. It's deep inside their own penalty area again, and they're striding slowly forward. Even Chelsea are resigned to their fate now. Cucurella plays it down the line, but there's no one there. It's picked up on the halfway line. Three of the 6 minutes gone. Chelsea have been subjected to the olays from the Brighton fans. Mitoma, Lamptey. Mitoma heads it forward again. Mitoma, can he keep the ball in? No, he can't. George has been a willing runner since he came on, and he's had a lot of space on this right-hand side. Not received the ball a great deal. George has it on the right again. Held up by Lamptey. Chalabar goes back to Fernandez. Chalabar. Free kick given. Quickly taken, but hit forward to George. He brings it down, but he's off balance, and Lamptey nips in front of him and comes away with the ball. Then George fouls Lamptey. Last minute. Ball goes long and forward. Mitoma goes up. Header glances off the head of Reece James, I think that is, and it's a free throw to Brighton. They're in no hurry to take it. There's only seconds left now of a convincing win for Brighton. Although Chelsea have dominated the play, they haven't had a shot on goal. On target, anyway. Fernandes goes down, and that'll just about see that off. The referee brings it to an end. A 3-0, convincing 3-0 win. And that's it for this one. Nothing else to be said about that Chelsea performance. A poor performance. And a good performance by Brighton. They took the chances when they had them. Hope you've enjoyed the watch along tonight. If you have, please do join us at 4:15 on Sunday for the Tottenham-Manchester United game. If you're not a subscriber, please, before you leave, do become a subscriber and hit that like button. Just does help the channel grow. Thanks to everybody who has watched today. All I can say is enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again on Sunday. Take care.